Guys, it's Tash here from Art Song and Soul, and I showed you these wet white flowers that I made in my last video, and I have had a few requests about how to make them, and so I'm not going to show you like a full-on tutorial where I make it from scratch, because I've got this real butty heat gun that I actually bought years ago for my mixed media art and stuff, but it's not a craft one, it's like a industrial, it's like one you'd use in your garage, and it's really noisy, and like this bit here actually gets so hot it's like burning fiery red, and I don't want to freak you guys out, and it does burn and it does melt and it does set a few things on fire, but I'm so used to it, it's kind of how I roll. And the craft heat guns are awesome, and it's probably what I should get, but now I'm so used to the heat and the speed of that one, I probably wouldn't like the craft ones anyway. So I wanted to quickly go through this flower with you, and guys, it's so easy. You guys have probably, you know, done variations of these flowers 100 times before. And just before I forget, I didn't actually get this idea of using wet wipes myself. I saw a video of Mojo's Treasures. She used butt wipe flower, hers called butt wipe flowers, and she used wet wipes, but she does them a little bit different. Go and check her channel out. I'll put the link below if I can. I haven't been able to put any links in the description, but I don't know if that's just a Tasha issue or if it's everyone's having problems. But anyway, so go and check her channel out, because she does another kind of wet white flower, but I saw that and just had a little play. But you guys have done these flowers all before, so I use this brand. This is what we have in New Zealand. I just get it from my supermarket. You probably might want to use one that's not got a scent to it, and you know guys, there are a few fumes. I mean, you're using a heat gun, it's synthetic, there's toxins in there, so make sure your room's ventilated, and if you have issues with those kind of things, then this kind of might not be the flower for you. I mean, you know, but this is what I will go through to make these gorgeous things. So yeah, make sure your room's ventilated. And somebody asked me if they are acid free. Well, I doubt it. You know, for some of our projects, you probably don't want to use your great nana's only you know, remaining photo in your beautiful projects. You know, you always probably want to use prints. I definitely do not think these are acid free at all, so yeah, keep that in mind. But anyway, so I use those wipes. Now what you can do is I use 3 at a time, just pretend there's 3 here. What you can do is you can chuck a few in the dryer to dry quickly, or you can stick some in your hot water cupboard overnight. That's up to you, and then they will be dry. At this moment in time, I'm actually using wet ones. That they're actually wet at the moment, but it's just a preference how you like to work, if you want them dry or not. And the reason why I'm using wet ones today is because I use my Tim Holtz Distress Stain, I can't see what colour this is, worn lipstick, and I kind of blotch it on like this, you know, blotch it on right all over. I cover the whole thing with that, just not too tidy or anything, and then what I do is I scrunch it all up and squeeze it when it's wet. This is what you do when it's wet, and it kind of just colours the other two that are underneath. What I like about this is it kind of leaves it a little bit kind of patchy, and I just think it looks a little bit more realistic when it's not just one block of colour. So you can use that to colour them. You can oops, sorry guys, you can also use your distress inks, you know, you just kind of do that. I'd suggest that you probably do that one by one, unless you've got like really juicy ink pads, but you know, it's up to your discretion. Obviously, you know, if you've got the Lindy's and the Glimmer Mists and all that yummy goodness, then just glimmer misted up, and whether you want to do it now or later is up to you. So that's the colouring. That's how we colour them. And if they're dry, yeah, like I said, you want to do that one by one. So colour them any way you choose. So from there, once they're coloured, I like to dry mine. And so yeah, just spend a bit of time drying them, depending on what kind of heat gun you want. You want to be careful. These are very similar to that, you know how we make our satin flowers with our heat gun. It's the kind of fabric that sort of thinks about it for a while and then all of a sudden melts. So you know, just be careful. Use your heat at a good distance so you can you know, just get used to what the fabric's doing. It doesn't necessarily melt, but it sort of fuses all together and shrinks up, which is kind of good, but it does go a little bit brown. So you dry them, and then with 3 wet wipes I can actually make a big one and a small one, and it all really depends how you sort of fold them. So like I will fold this like this, cut along here, fold this so it will look like this, and cut these into circles, and that's enough for a big one. And then this remaining bit here I can just fold to make smaller circles. So you can do it that way, or you can, you know, if you want to make a big mama flower, you can fold it this way. You can use less wet wipes, just all depending on how you like that look. A lady that was on Artsy Addicts that commented on Facebook, she actually die cut hers. So I don't have any die cuts, but she actually, and that was cool too. They look beautiful as well. So I don't know if she heat set hers, but so I'm going to show you where I heat set them. So once you've got your circles, they will then look like this, and you get quite a good pile. Now what I do, because guys, when I make flowers, I kind of like have a flower binge session, and I'll make like 50-60 odd flowers all at once. So I have got this habit of figuring out the quickest, laziest way to do stuff. So what I do is I take 3, and yeah, I put my little thing there. I'll just see how noisy this is. It might not be very noisy. And yeah, I go at it like that. You just move your heat thing around until it starts to curl. It's really quick. As you can see, it's really quick. So if you want it a little bit more shriveled up, like if you like really kind of wrinkly looking flowers and you want to do a little bit, but like I'm telling you, it's like 0.5 of a second longer. So yeah, then you end up with these little petals. Now, like I said, because I kind of always try and figure out the quickest, fastest way, I do 3 at a time, and then I go like this. I take my other pile, shove these on top until I have heaps, and I fluff it up, and then I take my little flower scent. Oh no, actually I won't get to that bit. So that's how I do it. I just bunch them all up on top of each other because I kind of like that look. If you are a little bit more particular, these are actually smaller circles too. If you're a little bit more particular, you may like to manipulate them, you know, so they kind of are how you like them. So that little rolled edge is sort of on the outside, and you might like a little, you know, you might like it a little bit more, you know, just spend a little bit more time on them, and they look good too. So yeah, you can do it like that, but that's just not how I roll. I'm a bunch it up kind of girl. So yeah, so you put it like that. Once you're at this stage, I'll just take these ones off because that is a bit too puffy. Once you're at this stage, I pile them all up. I put the bottom one like that. I grab my glue gun and go blob, press it down. Then grab the next one. I can't really see, guys, because my camera's in the way. And the next one, and I just continue on until they're all glued together. Sometimes you have to check because you might have missed one and it comes undone, but you just shove it back on. So that is it, and then I choose one of my beautiful centers and shove that in the middle, and I'm telling you guys, that is totally